I am Justin Arnett Graham.
And I'm Nariba Shepherd.
And this is Terms of Service.
Yeah.
Here we
Yes,
are,
sir.
back at it again. Absolutely. This is going to be a beast of an episode. I'm
Yes.
so fucking stoked. But before we get into it, Nariba, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing pretty fantastic, actually. I have been secretly hoping that this would happen for like 2 years now.
And it's happening.
And it's happening.
And
so
we're
I'm
going to
excited.
hold off talking about what exactly is happening.
I know. But you asked me how I was feeling, and I can't lie.
Because I'm mirroring your excitement.
Okay.
Because this is dope as fuck.
No, just like gearing up for patio season, honestly. I've never
Patio season,
bartended during like patio season.
Chaos.
I've beer wenched, but I've never been like making cocktails. So I'm nervous to see what that's going to be like.
Chaos.
But you know what? Nothing will be as difficult as like chefing in my mind.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
that was like the most difficult.
Right.
And I did it every day successfully. So like, you know,
Bada bing,
I'm not
bada boom.
gonna worry about it. I'm gonna panic breathe my way through it, and it's
Love
gonna be
that.
great.
Love that. All right.
I'm also going back to the river walk, I decided.
Okay.
So I'm about to be working
Tourism City.
like all the days.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm willing to sell my soul so that I can like save some
facts.
money,
Yeah.
do some dental work,
The whole shebang.
get my passport renewed, just in
it.
case I need to
Or-
flee America at
That-
any
I mean,
moment.
Absolutely. Yes. So,
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm fucking stoked. Okay. I'm really fucking
Yeah.
stoked. And
Max, are you excited? Yeah.
amazing. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But then outside of me being super amped up, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
You know, just like this point of my life really feels as if certain things, not all things, certain things are falling into alignment. And you know, it might just be what it is, but I'm here for the ride.
Listen,
And that's what we're doing out here right
I
now.
feel like 2023, the world is burning, but
It is.
personally, growth is happening for all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm ready. 2023 is going to be the year of trials and tribulations.
Okay. All right.
Don't act like you haven't seen the news.
I can listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Shit's
like,
wild. We out here.
Absolutely.
But you
Yeah.
know what? We don't have to worry about Lori Lightfoot anymore.
Listen. I was just like, I'm
Bye,
not going to get
bitch.
into all of that. Not going to get into all of that. But facts. Heavy facts.
You know?
And I would like to immediately kick this over to our fucking phenomenal guest
Yes.
here. And it is the one and the fucking only Father Oskar.
Yo. Y'all got me all emotional and shit. I'm a softie.
Oh
I'm a fucking softie. I got tears in my eyes.
Stop
man.
it.
Appreciate
Listen.
you guys.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you for
We
having
are
me.
truly honored
Yes.
to be here with you, my dude.
It feels fucking awesome.
Ah.
Appreciate you guys. For real.
You know?
Blessed.
It's just like I do my part. Every time I'm available, I try to go to one of the gatherings to feast upon your delicious birria tacos.
Yeah.
And I'm sad I got to miss the last one with you and Rochelle. That's my girl.
She's the
But
shit.
she's
Shout out
to
so
Rochelle.
good.
Yes.
Oh,
Shout out to her.
God.
Yeah.
Shout out to her and the whole Big Kids team.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out
Absolutely.
to Ryan
Yes.
holding it down. Well, he's
Yeah, well,
doing his own thing
yeah.
now, which is
Good for him.
fucking amazing.
Yep.
I like,
Culinary
Dope.
director of
Yeah.
Do Sex and
Yeah.
their whole thing they got going on.
It's
It's-
on that's 16 on
16.
center. Yeah. So
Yeah.
You know?
we have shouted out Ryan Pfeiffer half a thousand times
Yes.
on this platform, and that's not going to stop. So
Probably
hi,
not.
Ryan.
Probably not.
Yeah, well deserved, right?
Keep it
going.
You are the motherfucking man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he has, like Rihanna, he had to go back to work. I'd have a kid. Them motherfuckers is expensive.
Yeah.
But Finn is so goddamn cute.
Yo, Finn. Little Finn. Bless, man. Kids are a blessing.
I know.
So much abundance and love and peace to him and his family and his business and his career going on.
Thing.
Yeah. I could go on and on about Ryan, but we could go on.
But we're here to talk about you, sir.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
You.
All right. So before we get into the nitty gritties, when's your birthday?
My birthday is November 24th, 1991.
Oh, the year. I think it's the first episode that's ever dropped the year.
Scorpio?
Sag.
Sag? 21st. Yeah.
Sagittarius.
Oh, yes.
That's what I've heard
It's
before.
just, I'm like, the one thing that always surprises me about the Sagittarius is that you're always able to get shit done, but no one sees it happening.
Wow.
You know?
I appreciate Yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Straight
It's
the
like,
fuck up.
Yeah.
Thank you
it's
for
like
that.
you can... I mean, first of all, you're combating the urge to just get on a plane and leave at any point of the day.
That's me. I'm
you're
out
like
the jam.
planning it. You're like,
I'm going.
when can I go?
Yeah.
But like, that's why it's like truly amazing that they always get shit done.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's chaotic, neutral at its finest.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it done for sure.
Hell yeah.
No ifs, ands, or
good
buts.
time.
This year, using the word no or the words no excuses,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And utilizing that to, do better for myself, my business, and life in general.
You're like also very commitment based, but like their word is bond.
Word is bond.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Word is bond. My shit, I'm a 10 toes down, down ass loyal motherfucker, dude.
Hell yeah.
So that's,
I get
that's
that.
me right there.
I got Sagittarius moon, so I be trying, but it's hard. All the
Got
dad
this.
jokes like constantly clouding my judgment.
I mean,
It's like, how do I get shit done on a daily basis? But no, I appreciate a good Sagittarius. Fire, they're like the neutral fire sign. You know, I will heed your words and not say disparaging things against Leos. But
I didn't say
coming at you. She
anything.
coming
I
at
didn't
you.
say
She coming at you.
anything.
What are you?
I'm an Aries.
Okay.
With a Sagittarius moon.
I have
So.
no clue about all that. I just know about
That's
my
the
stuff.
expert. Of
Yep,
that.
that's
I mean,
fair.
You know.
Aries is the cardinal sign for all the fire signs. So we're also like the beginning of the zodiac sign.
Okay.
So
You ready to burn that shit to the ground.
big baby energy, like no boundaries, just ready to burn it all to the ground. Yeah. And then because Sagittarius is like the end of the fire signs, it's big dad energy. So it's like, I feel like a lot of people that I have met that are Sagittariuses are very chill and like grounded. It's almost like the earth sign version of fire signs. I don't have that. I'm just like go all the time.
I'm a chill ass motherfucker, right? But I also like to have fun.
Yeah,
You know
I mean,
what I'm saying? Like
that's the vibe.
that's me right
That's
there.
part of it. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's dive in.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yes. So
Let's
like,
get it.
Yeah.
what do you want everyone to know about you? Like, what's the setup for you going into this conversation? Like, where did you start? Where'd you come from?
Where'd I come
Who
from?
are you?
I am.
For those under a rock that do not know.
So yeah, my name's Oskar. I am a father to a beautiful, soon-to-be 12-year-old teenager. What I like to say is my little broke best friend.
Yes, yes.
She has a nickname. For some reason, we started calling her Little Sawbook when she turned 10 years old. Sawbook means 10. So yeah, Little Sawbook is my friend. Father to her. I am a chef. I own a pop-up restaurant called Birria Tata Tacos. I gotta
Yes.
roll my R's because people are gonna be like, yo,
I was like, and I cannot roll my R's
Authentic.
at all. So
Yeah, I gotta like
was
catch myself.
I got my sticker on
hell
deck
dope,
always.
dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those too.
I got you. I got you. I got some in the whip. I got
Okay,
you.
perfect, fantastic. You know, I think there was a general consensus that people also, would like.
I got you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm a son to a single mother of 4.
Where are you in the 4?
I am the middle child. I'm the second oldest.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, on my end, I am also a middle child. So it's
Y'all be achieving shit. Middle children.
but there's pressure.
I know.
Pressure.
I don't have that. I
Pressure going on.
baby.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But
wouldn't
it's
know.
like it's a weird situation, and I'm not gonna go into the whole family dynamics, but as you break it down, I am the middle child everywhere.
How many
Yeah.
siblings?
How many am I claiming? Or how
I'm on the same page. I feel that I'm on the
just
same page.
I claim 3. I'm one of 8.
I claim 3 and I'm one of 5? Yeah, 5. And it's very, very interesting because I have an older sister, younger brother, younger sister, older brother. And it's wild. It's been a wild, wild ride. And it's fascinating. It's really fascinating because just to see the elements of motivation. Stop. Like that's a whole different fucking episode because it gets wild because you're constantly trying to prove yourself, but you're also trying to maintain satisfaction to yourself. And
I could break down like the whole family dynamics
for
thing.
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
But how many do you claim?
I claim all of them.
Nice.
I'm 7.
Okay.
Reason behind that is because I feel like nobody's left out.
Yeah.
I was left out, so I cannot do that to my younger siblings.
Fair.
So we're all, whether you're blood or not, you're still my sibling. I'm the older brother.
No, I love
I
that.
like know what everyone looks like, but we've been kept separate for a long time.
Yeah.
And my personality type is like, if I don't know you personally, I can't put time and energy into like the netherworld kind of situation. So like I found out about my siblings after my dad died, and like their moms kept them away, and Sharon is just out here trying to live the rest of her life.
Come through, Sharon.
So our mom doesn't really care too much either way about it, but it's hard. Like the only one I really talk to is my half brother Shayad, and he does like videography and like photography and all this stuff. He like took over after like our dad passed away kind of. And that's like the only person I really have a relationship with, but that's because he knows all of our family.
Gotcha.
So it was easier to like do that. But
Right.
I'm one of those people where I have friends like literally all over the world, and every time I talk to them, it's like no time has passed, but like
Right.
my mental focus is on trying to survive every day. So I try not to like bring too many people into like my circle because I don't want people to feel neglected. You have to have a strong constitution.
No, absolutely.
Well,
also
and know that I have ADHD.
Fair. Well, it's also really, really interesting because I met my father when I was 16, and that came with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes.
2 siblings, actually. And it's a really unique situation because it goes to show how unique family dynamics are. Because, for instance, someone that you grow up with could be one of the furthest people away from you, but then someone that you meet that you also share a bloodline with, it just clicks.
Yeah.
And that's part of my family dynamic. And I feel like it it is a blessing because it fulfills something that you didn't realize was missing. But then also, it's a low-key letdown because it's just like, hey, it's just like, I remember when you got brought home from the hospital, but you want to be out here wilding? I'm good over here. Okay, I'm just like, you can go ahead and call me when there's a little bit of sense out here. So my sister is 30. She'll be 31 probably right around when this drops.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, could not be more different, but she's walking in her path, her truth. So, shout out to her in regards to that. But it's just like,
I feel like if you don't want to like murder your siblings, do you even love them? Like,
yo, since we're on that page, my sister, fun story. My sister growing up, like, that's my homie. That's my dog right there, right? Shout out to Samantha. Yeah. She used to chase me around with like fucking bottles and shit. Yes. She used to gouge my eyes in. This girl is wild, dude. I love her, but we were always like head to head.
Yes, that's how it is with my nephew. We grew up more like siblings than aunt and nephew. Now he's like 1.5 years younger than me, and when he calls me auntie, I want to punch him in the throat. I'm like, bruh,
that's like a cousin right there.
Exactly. But one time he decided that he wanted to cut his own hair, and I may or may not have been like, that is a great idea, and he cut like one cornrow out. So he had to like shave everything off because it was still braided, and he was just like,
that sounds like it hurts.
Surprisingly, he didn't like cut himself or anything, but
also
like,
feels like it could be a look.
Yeah, in the 90s,
you gotta own it.
Fair enough.
You gotta own it. I mean, you can't just.
What's you guys ever seen what's his name? Best Squat, the artist.
Best Squat.
Best Squat artist.
No. No. Tell me more about it.
He used to. What's his name? Warhol, the Andy Warhol guy.
Yeah.
He was like a black artist, like a street artist.
Huh.
But he had like crazy ass like haircuts all the time, and I just seen this like on TikTok, I think the other day, where it was like his styles.
We live on the clock app here.
Dude, this man had like a bald head, and then he had like dreads in the back.
Oh, I've seen this guy. Yes, it's like 15 different like.
He had like
iconic dues in one. The waves, all that shit.
He had like 3 or 4 dreads in the bag.
That's artwork.
I was like, yo,
that's commitment.
Yeah.
What do you think the like wash day routine is like?
Listen, I can only speak about my wash day routine, and that's exhausting, so we're not going to get into it already.
Listen.
Because I'm just like, these wrists cannot handle the weight of this hair. But you know what? It's heritage, so I'm gonna keep it moving.
I'm about to like cut layers into my dreads because they're starting to get like heavy. So I'm gonna thin it out a little bit so they can continue to grow, but be less heavy than what's happening now.
And I feel like you're looking at me dead in my eye, being like, so it doesn't look like that.
Yes.
Okay.
No!
You're
I'm
like,
just roasting you because I love you.
No,
but
it's entirely fine.
No,
and I
am
extremely proud of my Jamaican heritage. So
I know.
Thank you so very much. I was just like Caribbean all
you
day.
got to bring up Jamaica.
Yeah, I gotta buy a flight now. I gotta buy a flight and go to Jamaica
I got you.
now.
You gotta go to Trinidad.
Let's go.
Oh.
Everyone, just get out of here.
We're going. Let's go.
Yeah, I was just like,
we're gonna make it happen.
And
2024.
Yes.
Salud.
Salud.
I don't know what we sipping on, but we sipping.
Well, I'm about to.
Oh, he's about to tell
you because this is absolutely delicious, and I already know.
Good.
Oh, so my friends, shout out to Mezcal Union for their not only their support, but their belief in this platform. Also, this conversation is it feels, like it feels full circle, right?
Champion.
Yes!
Champion.
So good.
Yes.
Yo, that man's.
Oh my gosh.
Such a lovely human being.
That episode.
I learned so much.
And shout out to the Albion Manor for
hosting it, yeah.
And, the crew for Garnet for like, oh my God. Yeah. Like,
Thanks for having me that day.
Oh my God.
That was awesome.
No,
I loved cooking for you guys. That was a dope experience.
It was, so
y'all are like so homey. Everywhere you go, you make it like home.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
It felt so
natural.
good.
It felt natural.
Yeah, and one of the things that I always recall with that episode is when Champ was talking about the aroma
and how we should be tasting mezcal and appreciating
but then
it.
Most importantly, how you smell it.
Yes.
And so it's just like, you pour it on your hand, you like inhale all of the different textures and like intricacies of it. And, I was just like, you don't need to be telling too many people because you need to go ahead and bottle that, not just the mezcal, but I was like, that aroma, go ahead.
But
because it taught me so much.
Oskar came down with the pours. Remember? You got the mezcal for us when we were like gonna pour it on our hands and do the thing.
I thought that was Marco.
I don't know.
Both. I thought you helped carry down the second set.
I don't remember. I was.
God damn. I mean, that's fair.
Around.
You were busy.
I was just like, it was a communal effort.
Yeah.
It was an absolute communal effort.
It was great.
And so what we are enjoying right now is Mezcal Union with Aperol, yellow chartreuse, simple syrup, and it is finished with a lime wheel. I haven't tasted it, but everyone looking around seems like this is great.
This is a bop.
Yes.
I really like the
bop
like
all day.
The Uno because it's like so green that like you can use it to do other applications.
Come through, bar. Okay. Yes. I was like, there we go.
I mean, I made a lot of mezcal old fashions at home after the last discussion that we had. So I do it at work now because people are like, how can we do this? And I'm like, I got this real easy bop for you. I
still have my signed bottle.
I'm almost finished with my signed bottle.
It's empty.
No, I still got mine. I'm not going to crack that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was done for me. I didn't say do not open this.
Me too.
You know what though? That's like that bottle that he signed for me to me was very like sentimental. Like the conversations that man and I had. Yeah. The just like listening to this man talk to me, he was just like carnalito, and I'm just like, carnalito means like little homie or like homie, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like it felt so like
he's so welcoming.
So welcoming.
Like everything about his personality is just like inviting you in, and you want to learn.
Yeah,
right.
Like
I met him actually like years ago, probably about like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. So we had an event at Mi Tocaya. I used to work there.
Oh, okay.
Love Mi Tocaya.
Mi Tocaya. Shout out to Chef Diana.
Yep. Before the pandemic, I was staging to be a sous chef there.
Really?
And then they couldn't afford to like bring anyone on because the fucking pandemic happened. Right. But I was very excited about potentially getting to work for her because she is doing what I want to do, which is eventually like own my own spot, but do it and still have a family, and you're not like letting either one fall through the crack.
Yeah.
You know?
I seen her kids grow up. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
God,
being in that motherfucker all the time.
Right.
These kids are there helping them with homework or just like,
when I was doing my like walkthrough, they were just like doing their homework in the office. Yeah.
That's how it is. Shout out to her. She's I like to call her like my tia, my auntie. Like she's always giving me that love. She's always supporting.
And always real about
always
it.
Real. Oh, she keeps it 100.
Yeah, all day, every day.
So, I, again, just want to shout out the Champ for absolutely everything, and specifically to Mezcal Union for their support. But Oskar.
Yes.
Yes. That's about you.
Back to me.
Yes.
What's good?
Some additional background. I mean, where are you from?
Oh man, I love that question, to be honest. I'm blessed.
Your nails are amazing,
Thank
by the
you,
way.
thank you.
Yes.
Get that.
Yeah,
Get that.
We like our nails here.
I love getting my nails done. It's been a while that I haven't got them done, but I was like, you know what?
They look fire.
I had a dinner.
Is that a gel?
No chip.
Ooh.
No chip.
Okay,
You be in the kitchen, girl. I
Yeah.
I can't. I'm
back
done.
to the long boys.
Oh man, that's wild.
I can't like.
Shout out to the women that get their nails done long and shit.
I love it. When I was in kitchens, I couldn't do it. The first thing I did when I stopped working in kitchens was get my nails done.
Man.
When you posted on Instagram, I was just like, "Ooh, look at that fresh set."
They're going
I was
viral
like, the
on
fuck?
fucking Black Girl Magic. I don't know. Like every time I log in, like 30 more people have liked it. I'm like, I don't know these people.
Nice.
How do they find
my
this?
kid's getting her nails done now, so she's at that point where makeup, nails. I'm like, go ahead, sis.
Yes,
Go ahead,
yes.
sis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I bought her for Christmas a bunch of like a makeup kit. I bought her what are those little desk things with the lights on it?
The vanity,
like the vanity,
light.
yeah.
Vanity light. So she's geeked about it. We did our second father-daughter dance at her school. Man.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't wait to make a human of my own.
They're a blessing for sure.
I
can't
grew up
wait
with
to adopt
so many
one.
kids. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I'm also down for that part too.
Yeah.
My mom reminded me the other day. She was like, "Remember when you was growing up, you always talked about adopting children from China?" And I'm like, "Why was I trying to adopt children from China?" But yeah, I'm down anywhere. But you gotta have money
Listen,
to adopt children.
and they get
Money.
all up in that business.
Yeah,
all up in your business.
like the waiting lists. I've looked into it. I want to know what I'm about just in case, you know?
No, it's wild.
That's crazy.
But having children around is great. I hang out with my friends' kids so that I can
Yes,
like have that
you do.
energy.
They're
great.
A lot of the homies are having kids right now, and I'm just like, let me hold that baby for a couple minutes so I don't get baby fever anymore.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to my niece's 1-year birthday party next weekend, and I'm so excited. She looks like a fucking Cabbage Patch doll. She just rolls and like chunky as shit.
Do you remember? I think it's before one of our live recordings. I was with the homie Dion. Hi, Dion. I love you so much.
Dion.
Yes, and went to Children's downtown, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to like just come through and meet my baby girl, but you better be masked up and like all this." I was just like, "I'll look at her from across the room," and so there's this photo.
But you're good with kids, though.
Oh, I know. Thank you so
Yeah.
very much. But this is a newborn child.
Oh, fresh baby? Hell yeah.
Way fresh. And so I have the mask on. I'm doing the whole thing, not touching the child at all. Took a photo from a safe distance away. And as soon as I walked out of that building, I was just like, I know where all the children are. Because I was so like sensitive to it, and it just did not go away. And a mom would walk by with her child, I'm just like, absolutely adorable. You both have a great day.
Yep.
And then a father will be with their child. I was just like, I hope you two stay blessed.
I don't
And
even
I'm
be
just, like,
talking to the
skipping.
owners. I just be talking directly to the children.
Okay, that is that's a choice.
I'd be like,
For
because
sure. Yeah,
because
you're
at
good.
work when there's like a baby sitting at the end of the table and I'm walking past, I'm like, "What's up, girl?"
Yeah.
And like people look at me weird, but on the streets, if a child tries to interact with me, I'm like, "Stranger danger." I'm out
That's
here
right.
reminding people's kids, stranger danger.
Yeah, and then children also seem to just look at me in the craziest way. And
Because
I'm just
you're
like,
a giant to
I can only
them.
imagine what your brain is trying to figure out as you're looking over here, and stay blessed.
I just
because
like
I
them-
have no idea
'cause they
how
give you a
this
good
presents
perspective.
out to a
Who's
child.
this
Yeah.
big ass dude looking at me?
Yeah, seriously, with like all this hair and just like these eyes that supposedly change colors because I can't see my eyes. So
Fair.
yeah, so
You got
They
some
do be
beautiful
different.
eyes.
They
thank
are.
you so much.
You got a date. You're doing something here.
You know what, Oscar? Don't play with me. Okay, do not play with me.
Children just
Again,
give a
where
different
are you
perspective.
from?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
We
back
keep
to the
getting-
question.
I was
Yo,
like, where
hey,
are
I
you
love
from?
it. We talking all day. I don't give a fuck.
I
We
was just like, we're
talking.
about to run this memory card up. Okay,
Yes.
let's go.
Let's get it.
Yes.
So yeah, like I said, I love that question because I'm asked this a lot, and I say that I am an all city cat.
Okay.
All right.
What does that mean?
It means that I grew up in many different neighborhoods.
Okay.
Okay.
Some people may look at it as a bad thing, but I feel like I'm blessed that my parents got separated and I got to see many different neighborhoods in my life. So I lived in, we originally started up north. I don't know what area it is, by like Foster and Clark area, Ashland.
Andersonville.
Andersonville.
Yeah.
So my grandma, she owned a 3-flat.
Oh, did?
Dude, she was doing it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Now that crib's like worth like $2-3 million.
Oh, yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
I don't know how much she sold. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Then we
on my
moved.
stepdad's side, 2-flat, Logan Square.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Crazy.
Yes. Rogers Park, Edgewater.
I love Rogers Park.
Logan, Humboldt, Midway. Just traveling everywhere as a shorty. I was a graffiti artist. I mean, I guess I still am. Not a priority, but a lot of time spent on trains, on the CTA, going to different neighborhoods just to fucking, tag shit up. And yeah, I got blessed because I got to see a lot of different neighborhoods and got to experience a lot of different environments and stuff like that.
So how did that bring you to culinary?
It brought me into the culinary scene by just like eating different diverse foods.
Yeah.
Like especially in Albany Park. Albany Park is known
That's
for
where
the
I live
diversity.
now.
Yeah. Albany Park is one of Chicago's most diverse neighborhoods.
That's what I try to like say that to people, but a lot of the times it's like people that are at the bar and we're just like shooting the shit. And I'm like, yeah, I lived in Rogers Park for 9 years because that's the first place I moved to when I moved to Chicago. And I just never left because I don't like to be crowded and like around a lot of people and it was a lot of families. So I liked that vibe. It reminded me of New England a lot.
My first apartment in the city was in Rogers Park.
What? You never told me that?
This?
No.
Yeah, it was on Lunt.
Oh, I know
North,
Lunt.
yeah.
Yes.
It was above a theater company, and I lived in a studio with 2 Romanian sisters.
A studio with 2 Romanian sisters.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
How old were you?
Old enough to be living by myself.
He's
with
like,
2...
listen, Oscar, it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah, I was just like, it was a
Don't worry about it.
It was a whole.
I did it.
I sure did.
I did it.
Oh, man.
Love that.
Anytime I meet someone from Romania, it's just like they'll say there's something very specific that Romanians will typically say, and I'll respond to it, and blown away.
They're
have
like,
no idea. And I'm
but
just
what
like,
about you though?
Yeah, I'm just
Who
like,
are you?
oh,
How do you know that?
Yeah, I'm just like, well, like Chifachba and
I'm a man of mystery.
like all of these things. The latter that I just mentioned, problem. So
Okay.
yeah. So I would not suggest going around saying.
Well, what does
saying
it
that.
mean?
It's a hard interjection. So basically, the English translation is, I stick my dick into what you're saying.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yes, that's exactly what it means.
Plot twist.
Yes, yes,
Plot twist.
yes. And so it was a very, very distinct
Yeah.
response. And yeah, I mean,
Rogers Park
yeah,
has a special place in my heart.
I loved living in Rogers Park at the time because like Heartland Cafe was there. I felt like it was just like, I felt like there was a lot of things going on specific to like artists in that area.
It's like even more that vibe now. Like there's a huge updated pride flag in the intersection right off of the Morris Red Line stop.
Nope.
And right on the corner, it used to be a pharmacy, but now it's a like herbalist / get your Wicca stuff. No, like like your candles and your crystals.
Oh, like
and
an apothecary?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
It's very cute, but now I live in Albany Park, and when I'm trying to explain to like white people what the difference is between Rogers Park and Albany Park, I'm like, it's a lot more diverse. Like, there's a little bit of everything there. Like, there's a banging ass fried Korean chicken place down the street from me. There's also like Chicago Kalbi. I will not stop talking about it because it's fucking amazing. A Japanese like style barbecue place. And then like there's like all of the birria spots on
it's
every
crazy.
3 corners.
No, that's the thing about like AP. It's like Lawrence.
Yeah.
Lawrence in particular, like from, let's say, California to fucking Pulaski.
I mean, I'm
go
a block
down
and
a
a half
block
from Admiral, so.
Hey, shout out to Admiral.
Yeah.
So it's like a taco spot. You got the fish market right there.
Lawrence Fish Market.
Lawrence
that
Fish
sushi
Market
is banging.
There's a fucking buffet right there. There's a strip club by Admiral right there. Like, like
it's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
It's amazing. So what was your first kitchen job?
So I opened up Scofflaw.
Dang.
With Chef Mickey Neely. Mickey is a very cool as down to earth individual. He, paved me, and I give him props for dealing with a fucking 18, 19-year-old Oscar. Because fuck, bro, like dealing with that person at that time. Shout out to you, man. But Mickey, he was at Longman and Eagle. I did my year at Scofflaw. Started off as a dishwasher. And no beef to like the dishwashers, or like they're the backbone of the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Mad love to them. But I wanted to become a cook. That was my motive, right? Going in, I want to cook. But it didn't happen like that. I went in, started washing dishes, and finally, you know what, chef? Like, I need to be a fucking cook. Like, I want to cook. Like, I don't want to wash dishes, dude. Like, I came in here to learn how to cook, how to do things. And reason behind that was because of my daughter. I was like, yo, like, I want her to know, like, once again, no disrespect to the dishwasher, but I want her to know, like,
I'm doing stuff.
Yeah. I'm doing something here. So yeah, fucking put me on the line and killed it. The rest is history.
So I have a question about that specifically. So we have a very specific episode from season 1 that I am referencing. Do you believe that you had the opportunity to move from that position to a line cook because of your perspective, like the way that people viewed you?
Never thought about that.
All right. Just because that's what...
I would hope so. I would hope that, chef at the time was like, damn, he really wants to cook. So, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I felt like I put my foot down at that moment.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
We talk about this often, that because we're like quote unquote respectable Black people, we were able to get access to different things that some of our counterparts would not be able to do.
This platform being an absolute example.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful platform, by the way. Once again, thank you guys for having me.
We've been working.
I've been trying. Low key, I'm like, come on, hit me up.
Oh my God.
Listen, I have wanted to do this for so long, but it's like, I don't know, the way that everything happens is so organized but organic.
It's all good.
Y'all
caught me on a good time.
Yeah.
It's just it all worked out, and here we are all together.
Yeah, I mean, I low-key screamed.
I'm trying to hug you guys right now. Can we get a group hug?
Yes. Yeah, I low-key screamed when you were in Mexico City. You put up this selfie, you tagged us, and you're like, got the text, and I was like,
I was in Oaxaca. I was in Oaxaca.
Because we were talking about it, and I was like, well, what about Oscar? And he's like, I already have him on the short list, blah, blah. I was like, I'm gonna text him. I'm like, well, he's in Mexico right now. And he was like, it's okay.
But did I not?
Put me in that schedule. Put me in the schedule.
I was like, let me see what he said.
Yes.
I was like, how does this date work? And he's like, say less.
Just because I respect anyone who is consistently showing up and doing their thing every day, and you do that with your business every fucking day.
Thank you.
And I did it for 2 years during the pandemic, and I think that I wanted to do more work that was oriented on helping the industry get out of the systematic bullshit that has been happening. And the the more that I focus in on that, the more opportunities I get to meet people who are doing their own thing and they're doing it differently. They're not relying on the formula that was given to us being in the industry. And I think that when it's working, it's a value to everyone involved with it. Yeah. So I really respect everything that you're doing. And I think that a lot of people doing the same thing, everyone's like vibing off of each other and trying to like keep that energy going because everything is trying to go back to like normal, but we don't live there anymore. And I think Chicago is like a petri dish.
We ever really lived there. I feel like we were
held hostage there.
We were held, we were like held there. It was like, yo, this is what you know, and this is what you're gonna do. Yeah, 100%.
So
absolutely, and it's one of those things because when I think of you, I always think of like community and culture, and the work that you do seems to amplify that. You know, because like that is where people can access your community, your culture, but then it's also meeting them where they're at as well.
Like I grew up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I gotta give back to my people. I gotta give back to my community. And without my community, especially the people of color, like where the fuck would I be right now? I wouldn't fucking be nowhere, dude. Like straight the fuck up. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
You know, and back to talking about the community, it's like by giving back, what can I do? I have a platform. I have resources. I have knowledge. I'm gonna give what I can. If you want it, you got it.
Yeah.
If I got it, we all eating.
Yeah.
We're all fucking eating, bro. Like straight the fuck up,
beautiful.
Dude. That ego shit, that shit gotta get put to the side, and we gotta grow together as a community.
It's giving Big Jackson energy. Like
my
the
honey bunny, my honey bunny.
I was like, because you knew that was coming.
Man.
You knew that was coming.
Fucking queen right there.
Yes.
That's fucking queen right there.
We love some Jackson Flores.
So fucking good.
And I can't,
she makes me want to smile.
Yeah, I got a tear in my eye right now thinking about this woman.
Yes.
Man.
Did you bring her flowers?
I buy her flowers all the time. Man.
You gotta give people their flowers while they're still with us.
You know what?
Literally.
100%. That's one thing that my love language is food and like gifts. And I love fucking buying flowers. I love giving flowers. Jackson is one of the people that I buy flowers for because she deserves it. My daughter deserves it.
Yes.
Like my mom's. Those little things like that go a very long distance.
Yeah.
Shout out to my uncle Tata. I named my business after him. So Tata, he's like the rock of the family, right? So growing up, he was my father figure, and he would always buy my auntie flowers. And as a shorty, I would see him, right? Because obviously he's my father figure. I'm looking up to him and I'm just like, damn. And he would talk to me like, you got to get your woman flowers all the time. Like just surprise him. And he would have like, my auntie would give him an allowance, and with that allowance, he would buy the flowers.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, man, gee, that's dope. And that always stood to me. And I would buy my grandmother. My grandmother raised me basically, right? So I would buy her flowers all the time. She got stomach cancer, so they removed about like 75% of her stomach. So she was like in the bed a lot. And I would always bring her flowers. Like, here you go.
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. You know, like I said, goes a long way. Made her day. All the time.
Yeah, little things.
Little things that matter the most.
They matter the most.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was like, Valentine's Day is hard for me because it's so commercial.
I hate commercial shit.
But I'm also like,
fuck Valentine's Day.
Be nice to me on Valentine's Day. And my boyfriend he's so thoughtful, but never when I think that it's going to be. And he works 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. in a vet ER right now. And thank you.
Oh, we getting drunk. We getting
turn it
lit.
up.
Oh, listen, I was just like,
it's like I never left. I was literally just here yesterday. I'm like, all right, bet.
Wait, you were here yesterday?
I was here last night.
I came through last night picking picking up keys.
Oh man,
I might have just missed you in
this
passing.
smells so good. I am very into cucumber in my beverages. So,
Well, cheers on this.
that
Cheers.
smells good. Tastes good. Salud, salud.
Salud.
Oh, that's good.
oh, this is the
Okay.
Vienno.
Okay.
Bien. How do I pronounce
Viejo?
that? What?
Is it?
Yeah. How do
El
I?
Viejo?
El Viejo.
Yes, El
El
Viejo.
Viejo. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm like, I don't want to come through
I
too
know
hard
where
on
I'm
that.
at. Nah, you're good.
Because I'm
Yeah,
just
Viejo.
like, I'm like,
Yeah.
hold up.
The old man.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I
no.
love this one.
Yeah, so another offering from Jack, who is filling in for the Garnet crew. This is featuring Mezcal Union El Viejo. It's called the Second Wind, and it has a bit of sherry, lime juice, simple syrup, and salted cucumber. And God damn it, do I not just feel refreshed as hell?
It was like a summertime on the beach.
I mean,
I'm just.
Why he
out
give me the
here
big
with-
one? What you trying to do over here?
I also got a big one.
Big
yeah,
boy.
see, you know, I don't
I got
know how I got
drive.
left out right now, but you know, it's all right. I was like, this is delicious. So, sorry, I just wanted to take another sip because this is delicious. Those little things, those intentions. As an outsider, you know, obviously I've gotten to know you better. You know, obviously we vibe, but again, like from an outsider, it seems like those intentionalities are ingrained in your business because that's what makes it feel so warm.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I don't look at it that way, right? Because I'm like there, I'm doing this. So
yeah,
like
because when you're in it,
you're in it.
yeah,
You're not
you're in it.
seeing
Yeah,
you're not
you're
seeing
vibing.
it. So I'm
Yeah.
vibing, I'm
Yeah.
doing me.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
the
it's
effect-
normal.
the effect is so much more integrative than, I don't want to say that the work that you put in, but the effect is so diversified to where its reach is one thing, but how so many people interact with it is another.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure.
dope.
It's magic. I mean, I spent an entire afternoon in IKEA and then made my friend drop us off at Big Kids because you were doing birria ramen and I needed to know.
I need that.
I needed to know
I need
about
that too.
her.
Yeah, I need that.
I'm fucking
I was
hungry.
like, I need that. Yeah,
Did I
yeah.
feel uncomfortable after I finished eating everything? Yes.
I still need that though.
But I don't regret it.
Oh,
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth
Absolutely.
it. But okay, so
Still
back
need
to
that.
Jackson. So how did so what I'm trying to remember is I believe that you met Jackson through Dish Roulette.
Yes.
Yes.
Dish Roulette Kitchen.
Kitchen, yes.
The
And-
nonprofit organization.
yes, DRK, shout them out.
The arcade.
Yes.
Do you still like do a lot of work with them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
Nice.
yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
Home base?
Oh man, that's home base. Jackson made it home base. They have my support to the fullest, 100%. They need to give me some sort of title already. Jackson, give me a title or
I was
something.
like, ambassador.
Ambassador or something,
yes.
right?
DRK ambassador. You heard it here first.
So,
Hi, Jackson.
Make it
Hi,
happen.
Jackson.
What? No
Yeah.
pressure. But
Dish
maybe.
Roulette Kitchen, Jackson reached out to me. Am I gonna do the whole
Yeah,
spiel
go
about
for
my
it.
baby
Yeah,
girl?
Yeah, do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
So I
10
just-
toes down.
10 toes down. Jackson, you are a blessing. I fucking love you. Whenever you're hearing this, I want you to know that I'm blessed to have you in my life. And I tell you all the time, loyal 100% to you. But anyways, Jackson reached out to me. I forgot when, like a couple of months after I started Birria Tata Tacos. And she's like, yo, like I'm with Dish Roulette Kitchen. I heard of them. Really didn't know much about them, right? At that moment, I was really focused on the business because that's when it was popping off. So anyway, she reached out to me. She's like, yeah, we want to give you a grant, like $1,000. I'm like, oh, all right. That's,
But for what though?
yeah, like, what's up? Like, yeah, like, what do I got to do?
I'm
like,
suspicious immediately.
yeah, for sure. My girl's like, all right, what do I got to do? Like,
Yeah.
but anyways, she was like, no, nothing. But turns out that conversation turned out to be like 2.5 hours 2.5 hours long, just talking life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn,
That's how
dude,
you know it's real, though.
Are we best friends? Did we just become best friends? Shit, like, for real. And it was like, literally, I think we said that. We're like, damn, did we just become best friends? And she's like, yup. So yeah, we just politic life, business, future. And ever since that day, she's just been in my life. And I could honestly, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart say, like, me as a man and my business wouldn't be where it's at today if it wasn't for her.
So, and I would like to say something about that very specifically.
Damn.
So during our research prior to Jackson's episode,
Also known as creeping.
if Naripa's doing it, she refers to it
creeping.
as creeping,
Okay.
but it's okay. It's just like,
Spill the
but,
beans.
You know, I'm just like, creep research. We can, creep research. That could be a
Research.
thing. Creeps.
I started watching you, so
We'll just say
Okay.
research.
Stalking.
Research and development, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
like, it's all
It's
good.
R&D.
Yes, it is
There you
R&D. One of the videos from Dish Roulette Kitchen had you in it, and you were talking about the value that DRK brought to not only you professionally, but also your business. And there was like this little snippet right after, just
Oscar
like
being Oscar.
Yeah, just like,
Oscar being Oscar.
Yeah, but it's just like Oscar is in fact not broke and not in trouble with their taxes, not.
I think it was like, what do you like benefit of a Dish for like kitchen or whatever? Or
Yeah.
like, what, how they
it
help
was your
you.
disclaimer at the end.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, man, I probably would have been broke. But like, these are the things that Dish Roulette gives you guys, right? It's like, we don't, as small minority-owned businesses, we don't get that knowledge of things, right?
Yeah, the base training.
Yeah,
the
because that shit is
fundamentals.
gate kept heavy.
Like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Even like throughout the industry, like these restaurants that I've worked at, like the white people are like superior in there, right? Like they don't want to like give you knowledge, even like with cooking shit, right? They're like, nah, I can't teach you. Like, what's up with that, bro?
But it's like, that's what cooking is.
Yeah.
It's about sharing, like, literally
that's
something
what
we created
cooking
with other people.
should be like.
But there's more behind it too, right? So
Yeah.
this is where I'm gonna go back to talking about Dish for the Kitchen is like knowledge on, taxes, recipe developments, fucking learning how to do labor costing, any type of costing, little things like that, we don't get in this fucking industry.
Yeah.
Especially like moms
Unless
and pop
you're like
spots.
moving forward, and then they have to train you how to do something. That's the only way
Exactly.
that
But
you
they're
learn
only
it.
training you on how to do that because it ultimately protects them.
Yeah.
It's never to protect you because it's to ensure their sustainability and not your
Yep.
own. And that's the unfortunate
Just because they
reality.
have to, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just to keep them moving.
Yeah. And so it goes back to things that we have talked about quite extensively in the past is the idea of this being such a commodity-driven industry.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to overlook the human aspect and the human cost of what someone is contributing to your organization, to this industry as a whole, because you look at them as a value asset.
Yeah.
And then, just
That's
like...
it.
And then that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially for black and brown folk
Yeah.
out here.
But you know what? Today's the day. Every day is
It's
the
a
day.
new day. Every day is a
the day
new
that
day.
we're
Yes.
out here proving that we are more than just the color of our skin. We
That's
are
right.
whole human beings
Yep.
doing the most every single day.
Yep.
And creating memories
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one thing that I try to tell myself, rather it's a good or bad day, mostly bad days, right? Where it's like, you're fucking blessed. We woke up, we blessed,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you got to remind yourself constantly because like if you don't,
It's like you get to do certain things.
Yeah, dude, shut
as
the
opposed
fuck
to you
up.
have to do certain things. And I know that
Ooh.
sounds like a fucking affirmation that sits
My
on the wall.
therapist would
and
say
like,
that.
Yeah, just like it's like all of those things. And as we continue this conversation and move into the next phase of what we're looking to explore here, for those of you that are interested in learning more about Dish Roulette Kitchen, feel free to fire up the episode of this same season called The Magic of Misfits with Jackson Flores because we love her so goddamn much.
I feel like I smoke so much weed that I have no memory, but you could like pull the name of every episode and like every guest, every time you're like calling us back to something, I'm like 30 seconds into your description, I'm like, okay, that's what it is. How do you just have that there?
It just lives up there. It
just lives up there.
You know, it's just,
I mean,
you know. But also, I echo your sentiments towards Dish Roulette Kitchen.
Yes.
Jackson specifically.
Really doing the work.
And ultimately, anyone that has made it their mission and communal goal to elevate their surroundings, you know, because there's no value in looking at like what you can do alone, because just the whole idea is like it's lonely at the top. It's just like, well, because that's how y'all fucking made it. But it's just like, but if you elevate everyone up there, it's just like, I mean, I was like, that's a party I want to go to. Okay, I was just like, if we're all chilling, let's chill at the top. Yeah. Instead of being like, well, it's just me, and thank you so very much. Sorry if I broke your back on the way up. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's that's a shitty mentality that I feel is a common thread throughout the fucking industry as a whole anyway.
100%. Yeah. I feel like I was definitely in that, and it wasn't until like I removed myself from fine dining and was just working like in a kitchen and doing the thing, and then I became an executive chef. I was like, my whole thing is to give people all the tools that they need when they ask for it. You know, like if you want to learn something, I want to teach it to you.
I'm on the same boat.
I want everyone to be taking my job.
For a very long time, I was like, there's people obviously in this industry that come in to collect the check. I respect it. That's cool. Yeah. Good for you. Make your money. But there's also people that want to learn. And at specifically this restaurant that I worked at, I was a chef. I was a sous chef, right? And I'm like, yo, like, if you want the fucking knowledge, I got it. You just gotta want it.
Yeah.
You gotta have that same fucking passion. You gotta have that fire. You gotta want to know. You gotta want to learn.
And it takes a while to get that too in the industry. Because if you're working in places that don't believe in hyping you up and like giving you the opportunities to grow, you're gonna like not want to ask questions.
Yeah. And also to give you the space to hype yourself up as well.
Yes.
You know, because that is where it gets wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That was like, Jack? I was like, okay.
You got another episode?
No.
It's a rare occasion.
Just like,
you get to do a little day drinking.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
Sunday fun day, huh?
Yeah, I was just
we
like,
brunching right now?
I was just like,
where the mimosas at?
I was just like, hold on.
I've started doing this thing where I'm like, I ask if we're going to be drinking the day of recording because my eating schedule is fucked. So if we are doing some like light cocktails as we are doing an episode, I always eat food beforehand because I don't want to be lit on the blue line.
Yeah.
Where am I? Like the stops are real far in between. Where am I going to be able to get off and pee if I have to? Like, it's a situation. I don't want to like end up on a list.
I'm like fasting, so I'm like, I haven't ate in probably like fucking a day and a half. Maybe.
Are you fasting right now?
Yeah, I'm fasting.
What are you fasting for?
Just for myself.
Yeah,
just
all right.
You know?
I found out that I was doing intermittent fasting already.
You don't even know.
I didn't even know I was like, oh shit, I just like don't like eating early in the morning.
I'm same page.
And so like, and I'm conditioned from being in kitchens to eat at staff meal, which is like 4:00 in the afternoon.
Same shit.
And then that's it. I have
get
one meal a day. Yeah.
That's how it's been my whole life though. Like I ate twice a day. My mom worked 7 days or like 6 days a week, 7 to 7. We ate once at school and we ate when my mom got back home.
Yep.
So like my metabolism isn't all there, right? And then getting into the industry
makes it worse.
Yeah. We don't fucking,
eating from a deli over a trash can
eating from a
under 10 minutes.
Yeah. Make it quick.
Wait, we can't say too many things like that because then it'll be on the bear.
Oh my God. Okay.
That is not a healthy life decision, y'all.
No, not at all.
Eat regular if you can.
You know what? When I meet people, like girls in particular, they'll be like, "Oh my God, you're a chef? Did you see the bear?"
Keep it.
The number of DMs
Keep
I'm
it.
still getting about it, and then like on Instagram, it's like looking for cast for season 2.
Casting.
And
Do you know how many DMs Terms of Service has gotten about the casting of season 2 of The
Other
Bear?
than me sending it to you.
Look,
I was
And
at
when-
their
and
gym
when you said that,
yesterday,
I was
and
like,
this
no.
dude had the Bear season 1 shirt on. I was like, "Yo, what's up? Put me on that shit." Put me on that.
You got to go on there and then fuck it up.
Yeah,
I mean,
Drop bombs.
I'm sure I will.
So this is my whole thing. I'm sure it is great. I have not seen a single episode, so don't listen to me. But
we're talking about The Bear right now?
it is triggering as fuck.
It is fucking triggering.
I
dude.
couldn't finish the first episode. I was like, I'm good on this.
So
It
many
brought me
people
back to
message me
my
about it.
like Michelin level days, and
Yeah.
like watching these chefs in real time, like fight themselves to actually try and take care of themselves.
Yeah.
It's because of the Michelin environment that I have always been super observant when it comes to post-shift drinking.
Yeah.
Right? Because in my mind, there is a traditional lineage that you can just see at a bar.
Yeah.
Like an industry bar, you can literally look at it, right? So there's gonna be like the newer host. It doesn't mean that they're younger. It's just like, but a host is trying to like connect with everyone. It's like, oh, this is cool. Someone invited me out to drink, right? But then you have like the server. You have the server who's just like, hey, let's go grab a drink because like this shift was fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's
Then you
how it
have-
be.
Yeah, and then you have
That's
the
how it be.
line cook. Then you have the line cook who's just like, oh my God, I just need to sit down and I just want to, smash, whatever cheap beer that they can get. But then as you keep looking, you see it's just like, it's fucking medicinal.
Yeah.
Like it's not something
That's
that,
like fun, or it's social, but it's not necessarily like.
yeah, because it will have the illusion of it being social. But then there's always that person who's just like, keeps to himself, but they're a part of the crew, but they just keep themselves. They don't want to talk to anyone anymore. They're just like, blah, blah, blah. And also, because they're so fucking exhausted, they simply will be there until the last fucking minute because they don't want to stand up and like take themselves home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. And you look down any industry bar, and that is what you're going to see if you pay attention.
That's crazy.
I will say that like working front of house now, I'm not physically exhausted as much as I was working in a kitchen, but I am mentally drained. Like I don't have energy for people because I'm putting all my energy into like my guest interactions.
Yeah, being guest facing
and
is
then
exhausting.
I like go home and I just want to like read my Stephen King novel, and my boyfriend is like, just, I don't know, he's into like Pokemon videos now. He's like watching the like game simulation things. I don't know nothing about it either.
Man, you know what,
but I
though?
support him.
It's crazy because like that's just the environment, bro. Like
Yeah.
you would literally get out of work, go get drunk, go to sleep, wake up hungover, go do the same shit.
Same shit.
Back
over
Every day.
and over
Every
and over
day.
again. And like, first it's a week, right? Then it's a month. Then it's 3 months. Then it's a year. Then it's fucking 5 years.
That's a life.
It's a
Then
lifestyle,
it's
yo.
10 years. It's
Lifestyle.
just like, it's like, yo, like, what are you expected to do when that seems to be so normal, right? But the respectable response is to look at the culture in which that is breeding.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
It's work hard, play hard culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the idea of an industry bar is a super cool thing because it's like there's camaraderie there, there's community there.
Yeah.
There's culture there. There's culture that everyone can access.
You make friends. You make your best friends. And,
Yeah.
like you live. You
network.
literally live with these guys.
Yeah.
You're with them hours. all fucking day. You're eating with these
you see
people.
them more than your family sometimes.
Yeah, straight the fuck up.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck up.
Second family.
Is it still like that nowadays though? Because I mean, I haven't worked in a restaurant in a minute.
I'm not in back of house, but front of house has been sort of like today when I'm done here. My work wife Julia is bartending tonight, and I was like, I'll stop by and like
more homie shit though. More about the homie
and
support.
just like, I don't know. I think that it is changing in the sense that like we don't go out after work together as a group, but we like definitely. I understand the memes now of like the server coming in on their day off and just being like,
right. Yeah. It's like I'm not here, but I'm not here, but I'm gonna make a tour so everybody knows that I'm not here. So there you go.
Love that.
It's like.
Wow.
Still family vibes, but everyone is like not buying into the pizza parties anymore, which I like. Yeah. They're like, we like each other and we're choosing to have a friendship, but we're not going to be like, you know, this is like guilt trippy family vibe. That's what kitchens used to be a lot. You think it's different?
No, I'm not with your example.
I'm in a microcosm, fair, you know?
Fair,
like I understand that.
I believe that there are countless establishments within this market to where it's just like still using terminology as like this is a family.
Yeah, no.
This is something that, you know, we're all in together, but it's not.
Is it though?
No.
No.
Yeah, right.
No, it's not. But because it's so anchored in how it used to be. You know, it's just like they want to move as a unit, but they don't want to acknowledge the weakest part of the unit, which might be the one that is actually representing what everyone else is, you know, unfortunately, you know, too chicken shit to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, be like, well, I don't like this. And it's like, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and not say anything about it. It's like, well, the fact of the matter is, it's like, I'm not going to get into like I'm not going to go down this road to where it feels like I'm going to go down. But I'm just saying, in general, it's just like your value is never going to be respected unless you have the strength to go ahead and demand it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we talked about this in the previous episode recording, but I recently advocated for the closing bartenders to get paid for closing instead of it just being part of your regular job, because you're doing a shit ton. You're like cleaning the entire bar every night. Yeah. You are counting out the register. You're balancing the drawers. You're doing the deposit. You have keys to the building, but they don't think that you deserve to be paid
exactly.
extra. And so like me coming from back of house and being like, this feels like when I was the AM prep cook, but doing all the AM sous chef shit and not getting paid for it.
And they just roll in and
I'm like, I'm not going to be quiet anymore because like, yes, this is an opportunity for me to learn. And you gave me that opportunity knowing that I had no bartending experience, but I will not be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Right.
And we met in the middle. We got 2/3 of what we wanted now. And when patio season opens up, they're going to give us the full bump that we asked for. But it was the first time that a lot of my coworkers saw someone advocating for themselves.
And that's powerful in and of itself.
In a staff meeting, I was like, hold up, we're going to talk about this. We're not just going to gloss over it.
You starting a fucking union over here. Local 666 fucking server
right.
union. I love that. I love that shit.
I think that especially being a woman in the industry, we don't speak up for ourselves enough.
Speak on it.
Because you don't see it happening. And I'm in a unique position where our bar staff is 90% women. So there was a communication bump that happened where our manager sent a message that I didn't perceive as being angsty or whatever, but everyone else felt a certain type of way. And I brought up in the meeting when we discussed it that 90% of your staff are women and we do not communicate that way. We are about interactions. So if it's something that you can say to us, just say it. Don't send it in a message, because tone, especially in the digital world, like, you don't know how it's coming out. Exactly. And so, like, we discuss like better ways of communicating amongst the staff and like shit like that. And I'm making it better for me, but I'm also giving them the opportunity to see that it could be done different.
We need more people like you in this world.
Yeah,
I mean, I told Justin when we started doing this, I was like, I'm ready to burn my fucking name to the ground, because I really believe that change can be made if we all are like on the same page. Yeah. We don't have to be in the same paragraph or on the same sentence, but if you understand where I'm coming from, you know?
Yeah, well, because the general tone is just like, with terms of service, is like, if you believe in equity for the sustainability of the industry, there shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
And those that have an issue with it, it literally means that you disagree with one of those pillars, which is a massive problem. And that's not something that is up for us to solve. That's for something for you to figure out on your own.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, that's the other thing. Like, I come to meetings with solutions, but I'm also like, I'm not getting paid to solve your problems. You are being paid to solve problems. So, like, I will help you get there, but I'm not giving you the idea. You know? Like... That's the other thing. You have to like make people believe
blurred, though.
That they are coming up with it.
Yeah.
I'm a mind ninja in this bitch.
Yeah. No, that's...
Get it.
That's fair. And so, because I can go on to a whole thing.
We've been like on some very good tangents.
Let's get it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
get this shit 2 hours long. Keep that shit going. Whatever you do, keep that motherfucker rolling.
You're like, and we keep it going.
And we keep it going.
So... On your side of the industry, what are your honest thoughts about the state of it? Because I know it can feel communal. I know that it can feel, you know, just like it's the homies helping homies. Like, you know.
I think things have fucking changed since I was a shorty. Right? Like, I don't even know why I said shorty. But yeah, like growing up from probably like, I started cooking when I was 18, 19. I'm 31 now, so pandemic changed a lot of things.
Yes,
100%. Side note, as fucked up as the pandemic was, I feel like it was the best year of my life because I started my business. It made me who I am today.
Right.
But I love to see it.
Yeah.
I love to fucking see it. People are putting their foot down. People are speaking up. People are defending themselves. People are fucking...
I learned that from the kids. Gen Z, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
I'm like, oh shit, like you can say no?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
but
and literally smile in someone's face and be like, I'm not doing that.
I feel like I caught that last generation of these asshole ass fucking chefs throwing pans at you, making you replate shit, making you fucking hate your life, hate your day. The thing I liked about it though was that discipline, you know?
Okay, so that's my thing. It's like, I don't look at it as discipline. I look at it as structure.
Structure, thank you.
They had
structure.
a structure.
Yes, structure.
And I think that when I started in the industry, I was in desperate need of structure.
Yeah.
And also, I think the industry is for people who have daddy issues. Like 110%. 110%. Like, with my background
like,
in
no
a bachelor's of science for human development and family studies, that's what I saw. That's what I'm still seeing. It's people who want structure, and everything is like the same every day.
Right.
And I feel like it's a very helpful environment for a lot of people, but also harmful in the way that it has been raised.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
That structure, that word is...
And I was lucky to not work with chefs that were like that. Like, they were difficult in other ways, but it wasn't in it's all a little abusive.
It's all... I'm not gonna name names, but I work with some fucking pieces of shit.
But do you feel like a lot of that comes from, you know, kind of the archaic structure of the brigade system?
Oh, 110%.
Hell yeah.
So,
but it also offered the structure that made me a person who got to the end of the rope and then said, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. And it gave me the backbone to do what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Great. And so to you both,
Same.
That's like
it was worth it.
Like I could,
like you'd say that it was worth it.
I mean, I don't know if it was all that, but yes, I think.
I mean, yeah, I think
I
it
agree.
was
Like,
worth
I think
it.
it's
Like
worth
to a certain
it in a
extent, it wasn't
sense,
worth like my mental health, but
Yeah.
definitely like now that I am my own business owner,
Mm-hmm.
I utilize a lot of these things that like the structure showed me how to like run my business, how to
Mm-hmm.
do things properly, how to fucking everything.
Maximize your prep time. How
Exactly. How to
get yourself out of a bind immediately.
You know what's one of the craziest things that I utilize is when I do the pass. So being in like high paced kitchens and shit like that, you get tickets, restaurant week, fucking crazy
Yes.
shit, right? Mad tickets. We'll do like fucking Parsons Chicken and Fish when I worked there. We opened up the fucking place and we were doing
The OG location.
the OG location on Armitage. Man, there was 4 or 5 of us and we were pumping out fucking 15, 16 hours a day. We'll be there from 10 in the morning till like 3, 4 at night.
Yep.
Prepping after, like the whole wazoo. But it's crazy how like the turnover is. The patio is a fucking
It's a beast.
dude, it's such a little kitchen. You know, having like 3, 4, 5 fryers and just like pumping out nonstop.
See, I'd love to see the paperwork on that because the
Man, me too.
amount, the
Me too.
amount of, value that like small.
That was
Listen,
crazy.
Are
Pumping
you
out.
talking
Yeah.
about like being able to group tickets,
all
recall,
that
get
whole
all that shit?
that whole
Like,
fucking ticket system shit.
yeah,
Organizing.
that was like my favorite part.
That was my favorite part
Yes.
too. Like delegating, making sure everything comes out straight. Like, you have fucking 3 or 4 or 5 line cooks and you're just like boom, 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 boom. I need this, and this.
and everyone's
And
like
everybody's-
on the same page. It's
Love
like a
it.
symphony.
It's a symphony, exactly.
And like not everyone has that ability to do it.
Nope.
Like I knew I was good at it and people would be upset, be like, why is Reba on the pass and not cooking? And
Yeah,
my
you
chef would
can't.
be like, because she could do both.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. I feel like they don't train people to do everything. That's why my only goal, it wasn't to become a chef. It was to become a tornado. I wanted to know every aspect of every station, and then you become invaluable because they know that they could rely on you anywhere.
Yeah.
And like that used to give me a real big sense of pride. But, after many years of therapy, I can see that it was also like them having a backup plan that they
Right.
knew they can call on at any given point. And I was so committed to being like one of the guys because I was like, for the most part, the only woman in savory for most of the places that I worked.
Right.
I think Blackbird was the most amount of.
Oh, you did Blackbird?
Oh yeah, I worked with Ryan at Blackbird.
Nice.
Right the year before he became the chef.
Okay.
And like that was the first time they had an all-lady lunch crew for the first time in like 20 years. And then I think at Green River there was only one other savory lady on the line. And then
I worked next door, by the way,
Where?
at the kitchen.
Green
You worked at
River?
the kitchen
Yeah.
Oh,
from Denver.
Yeah.
oh, dip.
Old news.
But
Yeah.
like,
When they first opened, though.
It's okay.
Not
I was
no more.
familiar with them when they first opened.
Yeah.
Not now though.
Nah.
different.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, it was
R.I.P.
just like-
Blackbird.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
So they closed the day before the announcement was made that they were closing places because of the pandemic. And I was at Girl and the Goat and Elaine was there. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop by and have like a drink after this because my boyfriend had never been to Blackbird. And I was like, oh, like we'll go do it. And then he never would have been ever because she was like, they
dun, dun,
closed
dun.
yesterday. And I was like, fuck.
Damn.
But
Was that after or before the pandemic? After, right?
It was before the announcement of shutdowns happening. So the
Gotcha.
day before.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha,
and
gotcha.
then that Sunday was when everyone sort of went to just take out.
Right.
And I had put in my 2 weeks notice at my job as the executive chef. And I showed up for work on that Monday or Tuesday. And they were like,
Take the week
we
off.
don't need you.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, all right, you still have to pay me for the 2 weeks because I'm salaried,
Yeah.
but
Same situation with me. I went to go work part-time at Francois Frankie with Mike Sheeran. Mike Sheeran is...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Sheeran. Mike Sheeran, the homie. But he needed help because they also own a couple other restaurants, and he was overseeing all of them. And at the time, I forgot what I wasn't doing shit. So I was like, yeah, I'll come in like 3 days out the week to relieve you, do like a sous chef position, but work fucking 12 hours a day, complete my 40 hours and get the fuck out.
Exactly.
But where was I going at with this? That's the pandemic. So back to the pandemic, like 2 weeks prior, chef went to vacation. So I had to run the whole show. I was working 14 days straight.
Oh, damn.
Which is cool, whatever. Ain't nothing new. And then that week, everybody started getting sick. So everybody's getting sick, and I'm like fucking running a boat. Plus, it was restaurant week or one of those fucking weeks.
It was like in that time period.
Yeah, and I was getting my ass kicked, and then I got sick, and I had to come in, and I was like, fuck, I'm dying. Anyways, the following week, chef comes back. He's like, oh, take a day off. He's like, you know what? He's like, you should have jumped on salary. I'm like, fuck. Well, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Then, if I was on salary, I probably would have had my business right now, right?
But that's the thing. Like, everything, I hate saying this, but everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a fucking reason.
And I'm like, if the pandemic didn't happen, I would have never met you.
Ooh.
You and I?
Yeah,
straight up. Shout out to the pandemic.
Yeah. Because like we were just like we were just like moving around each other, but we had never met. And like shout out to Ursula. Like
Ursula Syker.
She was like, she suggested to Justin that he should talk to me. And then she was like, I think that you'd be like really good for this opportunity. And we like sat down and did the interview, and I was just like, this is a vibe. Yeah. And then he was like, I want to do a podcast. And I was like, oh, am I gonna like be a guest type situation? And everyone I spoke to about it was like, I feel like it's for a hosting situation. And I showed up, and it was like, did we become best friends?
Yeah. I was like,
me and Jackson.
I was like, no, like I want to do this
the whole time
together. Yeah.
That's dope. I love to hear it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, a lot of good things came out of the panini for sure.
Absolutely. So
we could do this fucking forever, but I know it's a problem.
Like we could do this every weekend. Like it's a whole vibe. But
I know
I have two questions. Two questions as we wrap.
God.
We rapping already?
I know.
Keep that motherfucker rolling.
I was like, we can keep it going, but also, come on, dog. Okay, I was just like, if you good, we good.
I'm good. We keep it going. I got a tinkle though. Is that cool?
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
It's up to you. No, we're gonna keep rolling, and then we're gonna be like everything's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun.
My next question.
Yes, sir.
We talked about it briefly during a call earlier this week. So you're Guatemalan.
Yes.
Your business, it's birria.
Yes.
Tacos and all of that. So there is something that I've always been really curious about is the dichotomy of being passionate of a cuisine that you may not necessarily represent. How has that been? And what are your thoughts on it?
I know I'm not Mexican.
So do we.
Yeah. I know I'm not Mexican, but the love and the passion I have for the cuisine is everything. Like I love the people. I could relate, right? Like,
yep.
I go to Mexico all the time. I fucking worked for one of the best Mexican chefs in the fucking nation. Shout out to Chef Diana from Mitocaya. She taught me a lot. To me, it's home. You know what I'm saying? Like when I cook Mexican food, it's like it's natural to me, right? It just comes to me. Like I could fucking vibe with it. I'm here with it. So I've heard through the grapevine in the past people talking shit like, why is he's not Mexican? Why is he cooking Mexican food, right? but it is what it is. Like I love it, and that's it. Birria is I feel like it's nowadays it's like a mainstream dish.
Except people are doing birria without goat as often, like more often than not. And I had just wanted to know, like, is it traditionally always goat, or
traditionally,
is it like
authentically, it is goat.
Goat, okay.
Goat is the way that they did it.
I love
back in the
goat.
motherland. I love goat too.
Yeah.
Reason
it's cost.
It's really costly.
It's very
too.
costly.
So is beef. Everything's fucking expensive now, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking,
It's because the price of feed went up, and
Supply chain.
Supply chain.
You know what I just found
Y'all
out?
Google it if you don't know what that means.
Eggs.
Yeah.
The reason that they're the price that they're at right now.
Because of the feed.
No,
Oh,
because
sorry.
a couple years ago, there was like a big batch that got like fucking, I don't know, it went bad or something, and now we're starting to see the effect of that bad batch that they had. Jackson put me on that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
Jackson
had
put
no
me on
idea
that.
about that. I've just been looking at these memes of these, fucking like chickens and roosters like walking around with like Fendi
Demands.
purses and shit. Being like, the moment is here. The
Yes,
moment is here. It's just
sir.
like,
Love
you
to
better
see
pay
it.
us what we're worth.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was like,
Nah,
facts.
yeah, that's what I heard. That's
Yeah.
what Jackson said, that it's like now you start to see the effect of that really big batch of eggs that went bad. I don't know exactly what happened, but now
I'm
it's
here
like-
for my conspiracy theory, which is that the largest chicken producer, also is the largest. They also own the largest chicken feed production.
Really?
And something about like something in the feed was off, so now they're not like laying eggs because the
Damn.
feed isn't what it's supposed to be. And farmers who don't use the chicken feed haven't had the same issues.
Those-
In my
with
Oprah voice,
their-
I would
yeah.
be like, so what is the truth?
I don't know.
Hey,
It's like
these
literally-
chickens know their worth now. They're like,
Yeah,
we ain't
they
going.
do.
We ain't going. No, we ain't going. It's just like, no, it's just like, you're going to fly me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
You're gonna put me up.
favorite
These
union,
chickens out here being city girls. Shout out to them.
Damn
City
right.
girls,
Okay,
city
I was
girls.
just
Did
like,
you see
know,
that they dropped a new song?
I'm not talking about the
Pinata?
city girls specifically. I'm talking about those out here that are
You mean
city
like city
girls.
girls, that's fair.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. No license for that.
Shout out to them. Yes. You know, a couple of them.
But
Absolutely.
damn it, I can't even remember the chicken feed thing that was on point with what we were talking about, because
so
now I'm
sorry.
thinking about Act Up.
Okay.
So,
I like how we go
These
from
chickens are acting up. These chickens are acting up.
Fucking sick.
so I
There you
follow
go.
this
See?
Instagram account about
She got it.
unions, and they did like this really funny thing about like chickens unionizing, and they're like, we're not gonna lay eggs until we have more ventilation. You build a new coop, like
Right.
all this shit. And I was like, you know what?
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah. And you're going
We
to
gotta
let
get
the,
we
you're
gotta
gonna
get
let
down
the
to
homies
this.
come over.
We gotta fucking get down to this. Find out what the fuck is going
We'll
on.
Okay,
keep
perfect.
doing
Stay
independent
tuned.
studies
Stay
and
tuned.
update you throughout the rest of season
Yes.
3.
Next episode,
Keep
we
it
can talk
going.
about
Okay,
talk
you
about
know,
the
I
chickens.
was like, okay. I was like,
Find out.
I was like, I'm
We're gonna fly a chicken out.
Hey, we're gonna fly a
Yes.
chicken out, yo.
Up next. But on my end, my final question.
Yes.
With everything that you have accomplished, all the different environments that really resonate with you personally and also your brand professionally, what are your...
Sorry.
You know
I'm so
what?
sorry.
It's okay. It's a thing. It's okay. It's
all
okay.
good.
I was like, there's
was
no
a
love
baby
lost.
bird.
It's okay.
That was
You're
a baby
all
one.
good. What are your hopes for the future? Oscar, dog, homie, friend.
To be
Comrade.
future, I want to be the best father I could be. I want to be able to utilize all my knowledge and all my fucking everything that I have, so the next person can be like, thank you, Oscar, for putting me on. Thank you
Yeah.
for showing me this. Thank you for paving the way, giving back to my people, going back to the community thing. That's what I want for my future. Whatever happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I don't like to I like to live in a moment. It's something I'm learning nowadays, right? Like, you were talking about therapy, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday will be my 5th session that I just started.
Oh, I am so excited for this journey for you.
Thank you.
Therapy
I appreciate it.
is amazing.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's awesome. It feels great to talk to someone.
Someone who doesn't know you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Opening up and, speaking the truth, things that you can't talk to people. But for the future, long term, I would love to open up a restaurant. I have concepts that I want to do. I don't want to speak too much into existence because I don't I don't want shit not to happen.
Yes.
But I want to be known for that. I want to be known for being one of the best chefs in Chicago.
I feel like you're already there.
But also there's levels to this shit.
It's levels to it. I understand that. But I feel like a lot of people look to you already in that light.
You know what's crazy? Shout out Jackson once again, because she puts me down, and she's like, not down, but she puts me at a spot where she's like, yo, G, you need to take a step back and realize what the fuck you're doing.
Yes, look at what you're doing.
You need to pat yourself in the back and
because you're grinding every day.
I'm grinding, right? Yeah. But I don't look at it. I'm always like, what's next? What are we doing next? I want to be able to fucking, I'm on work mode. I'm on work constantly.
So I have a
hustling.
quote for you.
Yes.
It's, we always rush through what we're doing to get to what we have to do next.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is big.
Oh, that is
line
a word.
Cook
That's a word.
mentality. We're always trying to finish what we're doing now to start something new.
Yeah.
Period.
And it's hard to break that cycle.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to look at what I'm doing now and being proud of what I'm doing, because it's always a question of, is this enough?
Yeah.
And I think we need to understand that we are already enough. And we're just fine tuning that shit as we move forward.
We don't realize that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what sucks
because
as humans.
Again, when you're so in it, and
you can't see outside.
You can't. I'd be like this pat, and I knew it was coming, right? But seasonal depression is a real fucking thing, dude.
That sad will get you every time.
Yo, so I had 2022 was nuts for me, dude. I had so much shit going on, and blessed. Papa booming dinners, Esme dinner, fucking Diageo shit, doing fucking stuff. And I was so at the moment living all this shit, focusing on this. And then once it came to slow season, towards the second, third week of December into all of January, mad depressed. I'm like, fuck, bro.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't want to get out of bed.
You stopped moving.
I didn't have shit.
Well, because it begins to be, identity driven. It's just and I'm not gonna get into my own personal side. No, but it just but just in general, it's just when you're so much in the thick of things and you're trying to build, you're trying to grow, you're trying to create these environments where everyone around you will also flourish. You become this pillar, right?
Yeah.
And when you are that, and it doesn't move the way that you want, or it's not as quick as the way that you want,
you beat yourself up.
That's why I'm here to remind you.
It just keeps it'll stifle your growth, and you have to be able to look at the influence that you have, the motivation, and the inspiration behind everything, and be like, this is why you're doing it. It's I'm not gonna say fuck the other shit. I'm just saying it's just those are amplifiers.
Yeah.
But why you do what you're passionate about, that's your motivator.
Yeah.
And that is where the magic is. And if people understand that and they embody it, then it's just there's bumps in the road,
There's always bumps.
It's just
I like
perfect.
the quote that I use a lot and I use for myself is, there's always bad moments and never a bad day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's something I always tell my daughter too. I'm like, yo, kid, you may be having, what you even mad about, right? You a kid, all you gotta do is get good grades.
Their feelings are just on the surface,
man, but
at
I'm
all times.
Yo, it's crazy because how things go in cycles, and growing up, you get your older uncles, aunties, mom, dad, whatever, telling you when I was a kid, I did this, and I'm telling you this because I want you to be better. And now I'm at that age, and I'm telling my kid, I'm like, dude, I'm not being an asshole. I'm telling you this because I know your worth. You're better than this. I want you to fucking, and now I understand as a fucking dad.
Yeah. It's okay. When she's 25, she'll let you know.
Yeah.
When I called my sister when I was 26 and I apologized because she was like my mom. She like helped raise me, and I was an asshole. I thought I knew everything.
Same thing.
I
dude.
wanted to be better than what she was doing, and like I was an asshole.
I feel like I went like crawling to my mother when I was like,
I was a
like,
fucking dude. When I started cooking in the beginning, a couple years from like 19 to 25, I was like I said, that last generation where like those chefs are assholes. That's what I knew. That was my environment, so that's what I get back.
Yep.
I was a fucking asshole, dude. Now that I look at it, I'm like, man.
People put up with us.
People put up with us, dude. Like, shit. Even not even to like our own like cooks, like fellow cooks, but also servers and
everyone had to put up with that shit.
Everybody did, but it's because like at that moment, like you don't understand what we're doing, what we're going through, and in your eyes, my eyes, I was like, I'm head honcho here because like I'm putting in the work, getting paid shit.
Yep.
Facts.
We're doing most of this shit, so it's like you don't see what we're going through. Like you see what we're going through, but you don't live it.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why I felt
you don't identify with it.
Yeah.
My
Because you
number
don't have
one
to.
thing
Because you don't have
was
to.
like when I was chefing and servers would come in and be like, "Oh man, I'm working a double." I would be like, "You have a 2-hour break between your shifts,
and you're getting paid,
and you're getting paid.
Paid.
I'm like working brunch, about to be a dishwasher. Then I have to break down all the proteins for fucking dinner service." And I just like, oh, Ian, I love you, Ian, but goddamn, I used to be like, go away, Ian.
I remember when you mentioned that you got your first like front of house check and how pissed off you were.
Oh, I was mad as fuck.
And I was like, that shit is heavily gate kept because
I worked less than 40 hours.
But it's a problem because again, it's wage inequity across the board, and
that's
just
why
across the board, it's just like figuring out how much your value is as a commodity from the generosity of strangers.
Exactly. And
it's
that's
just
why
like you make too much money, and it's just like that's not your money.
I worked.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Less than 40 hours, and my paycheck was more than when I was on salary being an executive chef.
An exec.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes. Less than 40 hours.
Like that.
And then so like going into this and like when I was like arguing about getting paid more for closing bartenders, I was like, because bartenders don't make as much as servers. It's like wild. So I wanted it to be clear that the money had to come from the business and not customers and not my own like staff.
Yeah.
Like it cannot be the bar staff.
You know what though? Let me tell you something. And I'm just gonna say it. Shout out to the servers because
for real, I cannot do that shit.
Yo, I fucking hate people, bro. I cannot. Yo,
Oscar, I did 20 minutes of a stage to be a server, and I went to the manager, and I was like, John, I love you so much, and I know you have great faith that I can do this, but I absolutely cannot. This is no man's land. And people, the first table was like 50-plus-year-old white people.
Oh my God.
And they already wanted shit from the moment they sat down. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't be here. Behind the bar is amazing. Everything is in one area. I have to worry about exactly 13 people. And that is it.
Yeah.
Then I just have to like work on the tickets that are coming in. Magic.
So with the pop-ups, I'm like, the face, right?
We ain't never gonna mess up, okay?
No, we ain't. I was like, you're trying, but we got you.
I have to like, I take orders, I expedite, so I'm like in the front. People are always trying to talk to me, and at the same time, I'm expoing, so I'm calling out calls and tickets to my cooks, and sometimes you get to that point where you're a little, the patience is wearing thin, so like. I like my cooks already know like it's nothing personal. It's just like
that's
how
where
I
live.
Is.
Yep.
Like that thing. I was just like, because y'all about to ruin it for yourselves.
Yeah.
At this point.
this. So I'm like, I was like, what the fuck are the tacos? Like some shit like that. And this white lady was in front of me, and she's like, you really talking to them like that? And I'm just like, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Sorry, guys. And my cooks are just like. whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we know how you are. Like, you know, like I like, since I started the business, there's a lot of like patience, right? Learning how to talk to my cooks. Cause like back in the day, it was a different story.
It was like, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
But
And
now it's like,
right.
now I try to go at it differently. I try to like, hey, we're having fun. We're doing our thing. I tell them, let's take care of fucking business.
Yes.
Let's take care of what we have to take care of. We could fucking drink. We could fucking take shots if we want to, do what we do, but we got to take care of fucking business. I check their food. Hey, if I don't like something, refire it, dude. Period. Like, respect my food. Like, this is my shit. Like, it's my face on it. People are gonna be like, hey.
And you're trying. It's consistency.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, you want
always.
everyone to have the same experience, which was, I learned that at Blackbird.
Yeah.
You can't half-ass things. You have to like go hard every time. Everything has to be the same because you never know when a Michelin inspector is gonna come on in.
Quality over quantity
100%.
Any fucking day.
All the time.
Any fucking day.
So,
Justin's about to make it happen.
listen. I just have a mild follow-up
Okay.
that is going to lead us in to the conclusion of this episode. Because this is a very extra special episode.
Yes.
And I'm dumb stoked. Oscar,
Yes.
how was your time with us?
Amazing. I'm so happy. Smile ear to ear.
Yes.
Like, for real, I've been at low key, like, we wanted to be here.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. I fuck with the vibes. It's very genuine. I feel comfortable. I've done podcasts before, going into them like nervous as fuck, you know, like not knowing what's gonna happen. This time around, I came in feeling comfortable. I'm obviously, you guys had the sheet of the paper with all the words, but I'm just like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens.
Listen,
Exactly.
I mean, we
Whatever happens,
barely
happens.
looked at that. I was this is a
Hey,
conversation.
I got the paper.
We've
and
done
I'm
a
like,
lot of the things that are on here. I check them off as we go.
Yeah.
And we like, it's about the conversation and having a vibe and
bro, everything was natural.
communicating. Yeah.
Communication is key.
Yes.
We did that today. Appreciate you guys. It was fucking beautiful.
It's amazing.
Man, I'm happy. I'm like I said, smile ear to ear.
Thank you.
We're here having great conversations. I feel like, you know, one of the reasons why I became a chef was because it's not only it's a love language to me, but having a meal with someone, having that conversation with someone,
Yep.
you know, having that eye contact, enjoying a meal, that's where it comes from. Conversations,
Yeah.
you know, sitting down, all that shit. It's special. This is what we had. It's something special right now.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful day on the motherfucking block.
Yes, it is.
We're fucking blessed. We here.
I will say that I spent 15 minutes this morning trying to find this shirt. I was like,
And I want one. And I,
got
want one,
you.
but we're going
I
to
don't
talk
have
about
no more of the
It's a good
champions,
one.
but I
No,
got
it's
you.
okay. It's
I
just
got
like,
you on the 2-year anniversary.
Okay,
shit.
I was just like, I'll get whatever I can.
Damn,
okay.
2 years.
I'm gonna wear it till the threads fall off.
Okay, I heard that.
It's like at work, they're like, you can't wear graphic t-shirts. And I wear this and the terms of service one all the time at work. I'm like, you gonna tell me what?
You're like,
Nothing.
watch it.
Man, I don't know where
Okay.
mine's at. Someone took mine. I have like one.
It'll come back to you.
One what?
Oh, my championship.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like,
Friendship championship.
because do you have a terms of service one?
No, I don't.
Oh, well,
you
you're about
finna
to
get one
have to
today.
today.
All right,
Okay, there it is. So, I feel like I'm asking more questions.
Keep
but
them
then-
coming.
it's
well, this
because
is-
you don't want it to end.
I
Stop
know, but
lying.
want it to end.
also,
Stop lying.
Nuiba normally asks this question: how do people find you if you
yeah.
want to be found?
I don't want to be found.
Okay, great.
No, I'm kidding. Follow me.
I was like, my favorite thing of 2022 that you posted was you dressing up in the fucking Grinch costume.
Yo.
So good. I was in Florida just on a farm minding my business and I saw that shit and I was
perfect.
like, everyone, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, you see those TikTok videos with the Grinch and shit, and
That shit was
my uncle.
so funny. I was like,
Yo,
what?
my uncle is like one of them old school hood ass motherfuckers that like listen to freestyle and house music all the time, and he's like, "Hey nephew, I got the fucking Grinch outfit." He's like, we were at the bar the other day. I put this on and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna scare the little kids on my nieces and nephews and shit.
So good.
So I put it on. I went around the crib and like I started banging on the door like do 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 do, and the kids are like, "What the fuck is going on?" And yeah, they were like, "What the hell?" One of my nephews are just like crying, bawling. I'm just like, "Yes, this is what I want." Traumatize these kids and shit, right?
You gotta have memories.
Yeah.
part.
So and then I just started twerking in the outfit.
It was so good. It was so good.
So how do we find you?
Oh, yeah. So the business page is called Birria Tacos. And my personal is Father Oskar.
I know that's right.
Oscar is with a K.
Yes.
Father _ Oskar.
Find them, y'all. It's worth it.
Find me in Logan Square. If you want to attend any pop-ups, usually I post it on the Birria page 2 to 3 days prior. I like to keep people on their toes. I've kept that kind of like marketing scheme since I started.
That. It's like guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, I was like, that's guerrilla type shit.
Yeah.
People be like, oh, like, how do we know about your pop-up? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
You're like,
well,
follow me.
You gotta follow me.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck up.
Yeah.
Have you been trying to take a break from Instagram?
That's
No.
too bad.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Gotta
well.
know where the next
Gotta
pop-up's
know.
gonna be.
Yeah. Have your mom or girlfriend or boyfriend follow me and they'll tell you. They'll keep you
Yes.
updated.
Yay!
You're like, they checking me. There you go. Gotta rename them hotel. Because they're checking them. It's true. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all me. It's fine.
But yeah, that's
So-
it. And then find me on Terms of Service sooner.
Oh, that's right. I was just like, not
the sauce.
Okay, I was like, okay.
He does not have the juice. He has the sauce.
The sauce. I mean,
Yes.
duh, we know this.
It's forever.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
One more? Let's get
No,
it.
no, no,
Two
no,
more?
no, no,
Five
no,
more?
no.
I'll be all day.
No.
Shit.
any closing remarks before I do the things that?
well, okay. Let
and
me
we know
ask
to do?
you my
Okay,
final
well,
question.
Okay.
Here we
Would
go.
you want your daughter to be part of this industry?
Oh, see.
Damn. Yes and no.
Okay.
As a father, I gotta be supportive 100%.
Yes.
Going back to talking about how things go in cycles. I didn't have that support growing up. I am a different man now. I am a father now. I want to be able to give her all the support she needs, right?
Yeah.
Something I never had growing up. So if she wants to be part of the industry, that's cool. I thought about it. I'm like, man, I hope like maybe one day she could take over. Like,
I was gonna be like, you want
yeah.
that? You
know what I'm
want
saying?
that
Like-
lineage?
probably put her through like some, if she wants to go to school, whatever she wants, right? But management school, like how to learn how to do management and stuff like that, how to do
The fundamentals that you don't learn on
Yeah.
the floor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. How to fucking
That's real.
keep the books or something like that, right? So
Cool.
she could run her own shit. That's how I feel.
Nice.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
But I'm not that ready. But I'm gonna do it regardless.
Where are we at,
Because
Max?
we're coming out of time. We are way past time. So don't even. Yeah. It's
Do you
fine.
have a marker for
No,
it?
he
doesn't have a
has
marker
to
for
extend
it.
the whole thing. It's a whole thing. We're way past time.
The longest
Anyhow,
episode ever.
Yes, but this deluxe episode is
This is
well
deluxe.
necessary.
And it's worth it.
Yes, yes. So, in closing, I want to give the greatest shout out to you, homie, because
Damn
thank
right.
you so much for joining
Thank you. I
us.
feel.
This was-
And
the
your
time.
enthusiasm, your transparency, your vibe, everything,
Thank you.
always and forever. And most importantly, the work that you do for the greater good,
Thank you.
because it's not just
And for
about
yourself.
You. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
words really mean a lot. Like
Yeah.
brings gets me all emotional because like you don't hear that shit. You hear it, but it doesn't process. Right now
But
it's
you don't have
processing.
time to let it hit you. But
Yeah.
you got time
that,
today.
Right now that hit me.
Yeah.
So
Hell
it's
yeah.
like
There you go.
it means a lot. So I appreciate
Yeah.
you. Thank you for those words. Thank you.
Of course. So, also, thank you so very much to our home studio at Blind Barber Chicago for hosting this necessary conversation. Also, Mezcal Union for all of the support. Also, Champion. Thank you.
Champion.
Also,
Carnalito.
yes,
Carnalito.
yes. I'm like, shout out to Marco, Judy, the Diageo team for just literally again believing in this platform.
Yes.
Also, Corey Ice, which was featured in one of our beautiful beverages. As a reminder, Corey Ice is a second chance platform. They cut their ice with the same steel as Japanese samurai swords because why the hell not? And with that, because I was just taking a moment because I was like, am I getting low-key emotional? I was
Yeah,
like,
you
I am
are.
getting low-key emotional. But I am Justin Arnett Graham, and you can find me on Instagram at thisisbiko. And also, I realize that I'm not done. I would like to give another shout-out to Colin for documentation, Manuel for the support, Max forever and always. Also, thank you so much, Coops, for like sitting in and like listening to us. Thank you.
Hi.
Also, Jack.
Yes.
Jack, thank you for
Pulling
stepping
Jack.
in
on this.
Yes.
Thank
also,
you.
everyone come over here that is not like doing anything. Thank you so very much. And please give Father Oskar a supreme round of applause because like this is just like too fucking good.
I feel
and
loved.
again,
Yeah.
on that note, my name is Justin Arnett Graham, and you can find me on Instagram at This Is Biko.
And my name is Nariba Shepherd. You could find me at Rebaru, REBARU, on Instagram. And have a good one, y'all.
And you know what? We're gonna do that one more time because I want that energy match.
Yes, go. Let's go.
Yes, I was
Okay.
like,
My name is Nariba Shepherd. You can find me at Rebaru, REBARU, on Instagram. And we gonna find you on the flip side.
Yeah.
Have a
and
good one,
on
everyone.
that note, peace out.
Bye.
Peace, love, and abundance.
Yes! All right, dog.
Oh,
Stop here. It's over. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you very much.